All right. So, Troy, the C in the ACE framework stands for connect. Talk a little bit more about why that's a fundamental need.
Yeah. So connection, which is the feeling of belongingness and togetherness, has potentially been one of the hardest hit things in the move to distributed and virtual work. So Axios recently reported that of all the metrics people were surveyed on about how they feel about work compared to how they felt about it in 2019, it's connection that has gone down the most. Connection to each other, connection to their organizations. And this is something that we really need to address, both for people and also for the health and function of an organization.
That's actually been one of the surprising things. Some of the research that I've been reading is productivity for a lot of people is solid, right? For some people, it's gone up. But that idea of feeling connected and belonging and part of something has gone down. And there's got to be some sort of shelf life on how long you can sort of hold on to the connection from the past. You've got to regenerate that, right? It doesn't just last forever.
Yeah, I think that one of the things that happens with people is you can think that when your need is not being met, you don't immediately break. It's like this idea that you have sort of a reserve of that. This is obviously a metaphor, and the science is much more complicated than this metaphor. But in practical sense, if you had really good connection moments, those can hold you for quite a while. But if you don't maintain those will go away. You can think of it even like having a best friend from your childhood. If you are away from that person for a while, you can hold on to that connection really, really tight without nurturing it more. But eventually, if you do not nurture it enough, it breaks. And that is something that we really need to think about. And I think that some companies actually might be fooling themselves because they're like, okay, it's okay. Like we're still doing okay right now, but there is a breaking point ahead of you, just like the losing a best friend from a past whose relationship you haven't nurtured.
Mm-hmm. And I think one of the fallacies that some people have is that in order to reconnect, you've got to go on a 2-week camping trip with somebody or drive across country with them for 72 hours. What we're suggesting with these tools is you can have a connection in 10 minutes, right? You just need to do it more than once, right?
Yeah, so a huge thing about our tools is you can create connection in 1 to 10 minutes with people. And if you consistently do that, you are going to be replicating the things that people experienced in work. Connection is about regularity. It's about these small, regular interactions that you have with people that make things happen. Yes, it's wonderful to have a 1 week long or weekend long retreat. It's an amazing thing to do a day long event like we run for companies in a virtual space where we have really, really strong bonding activities. But in addition, and fundamentally, it's these 1 to 10 minute moments that people have with each other. And we're providing you the tools to create the social scripts and those moments to occur because they are not occurring in the virtual the way that it occurred in the physical.